Hello, kiddies. It's me, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. You're listening to Drop the Mic.
What would you do if you accidentally discovered the house next door was occupied by something not human? Something horrifying. Something unspeakably evil. No one believes you.
Mom, I didn't have a nightmare.
Not your mom.
They did kill a girl over there.
Not your girlfriend.
Charlie, is this some sort of a trick to get me back?
Not even the police.
Look, I know it's crazy. I know that, but look, Lieutenant!
It knows that you know. You'll do anything to protect yourself. But it will do anything to protect its secret. Fright Night. If you love being scared, this could be the night of your life.
Welcome to Fright Night, a bonus Halloween episode. I am your host, The Swan, and tonight we have a very special guest, Mr. Tony Morgan. Say hi.
How we doing?
So tonight we're going to be talking about the 80s classic Fright Night. But before we jump into that crazy film, let's do a little pop news.
And now for a special news report. Brought to you by Drop the Mic.
All right, to start off, Disney is now developing a Pirates of the Caribbean reboot from the writers of Deadpool, which is kind of weird. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I don't know. Disney, growing up and being the age that I am, I'm not that old. But, Disney's always been kind of like the square in movies. Uh-huh. And, I remember at one time, there was a time where Disney, they were trying to get into the hype of things. They were trying to do what's cool, what's hype, what to do. Mm-hmm. And I remember hearing on the radio they hired this group called Insane Clown Posse or something like that. Uh-huh. And they didn't even listen to the lyrics. They didn't even know what they were about. And right away, they signed them. It was the hype, and all of a sudden, the big money was just who? It's kind of a Howard Stern thing. It's you hired what to do what? So these guys had to pay him out. They contracted for some whomever. The lawyers talk with who, and you're gonna push show me albums and this like that, and they were done. So being the age that I am, I'm 43 years old. So Disney going into the bad boy right now. Yeah. It's cool, bro. There's money there to be made. There's a lot of production, but I'm hoping there's a lot of new blood and all that old thought, that old vesting money into a production is gone. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get with the times. Because Hollywood is a make-believe world, and you got to stay hip. Hollywood is, you have to stay with the times. You can't stay old. You got to be with the new. So hopefully with the movies that are coming out, yeah, for sure, man, I'm down with it. You always got to give everyone a chance, dude. And you got to get, Disney's trying to rock. They're trying to put the bad boy out there. So it's hard, dude. Mickey Mouse is going from the regular red shorts, and now he's wearing the leather pants, or I don't know what he's gonna do with it. You feel what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah.
You gotta do a bad boy, dude. That's what it's about. So for sure, I'm not really game to what's going on right now. I'm pretty much old school. I watch a lot of old school movies. I'm just caught up with the day-to-day. Working stiff, blue collar. It's hard to, when you give a movie a chance, because I personally don't have that free time, but when I talk to these younger cats and they put me on game and they're like, hey, dude, you need to check out this movie, and I'm throwing game like, hey, fool, that was like back in the days, dude, but you got to give it a chance, though. You know, that's the thing. You always have to give that movie a chance. You have to be biased. You're not biased, but like say, open-minded. My bad. You got to be open-minded about it, and feel the spirit of, and not the basically, the black and white of. So, I'm seeing a lot of movies out there coming out. So, like I say, with Disney, my thing is like how a movie's made. I see movies out there that like, it's a good story, but the production is just whack, dog. I'm like, really, dude? You guys could have put a little bit more money in that. Yeah. You could have went from, So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like I say, to see some of the Daredevil, especially Marvel, just everything, dude. It's crazy, dude. But you definitely, as an old school cat, you gotta listen to the younger generation, and you gotta feed off their vibe and check it out for yourself, man. This is just a shout out to the old cats out there, dude. That's grown up in movies from, I'm an '80s kid. I'm a hip-hop soldier from the 90s, so, but then again, I'm also, a new wave from the 80s as well, so I'm open to anything out there right now, dude, and, you got to put your faith in the young cats out there, and they'll turn you on to something good.
I have to agree, man. Well said. Do you think, on that note, do you think that the reboot for Pirates is because of the kind of negativity that's going along with Johnny Depp right now? Are you aware of?
No, I don't know what's going on with him.
So he's been getting into a little trouble. A few years back, he's gotten some domestic abuse allegations from his then wife Amber Heard, I think, and more recently he's been, I guess, having problems on movie sets where he's fucking drinking and smoking and basically completely not sober in a professional environment, and he's kind of gotten himself this bad rep, and a lot of people were upset over him being in the new Harry Potter spin-off film. I forget the name of it escapes me right now, but he's a big character in this new spin-off for Harry Potter, and there was a lot of fans that were upset about that. But I guess the creators thought it was they wanted to keep him on.
What do you mean, like they're not feeling who he's bringing to the Harry Potter?
No, I think it's more of him personal, like a personal thing, like where they think that he's just kind of getting away with all these things because he's Johnny Depp.
You know what? Straight out, dude. No shout out, no jabs to, my movie fam out there, but you gotta look at for the man's talent, and you can't look at who Depp is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone has a job they don't like. Everybody has a job where you got to put on a face. So, when sometimes people find out who you are in your personal life and who you are at your job, they're like, who is this guy? Yeah. So it's the same thing as an actor, man. It's a character, man. And, Depp has always put... He tried to get away from 21 Jump Street, Pretty Boy. He tried to take you away from being a little, a pop star, 17, who he was, you know what I'm saying? The guy's a good actor, dude. You watch him in all these movies, dude. It's crazy, dude. Gilbert Grape, Edward Scissorhands. What else did he do? He did a lot of movies, dude. What's the one from the
Public Enemies?
Public Enemy, that was the whole mobster era, dude. But like Sleepy Hollow, he did the Jack the Ripper. What's the one?
19.
You know what I'm talking about? He did the Jack the Ripper with
From Hell.
Yeah, From Hell. Yeah, dude. You gotta involve yourself in him, and he's tried really hard to like give life to those characters. But if you're gonna judge my dude on how he does it on the personal note, dude, anybody that's been in a relationship has slipped at one time, doggy. You can't put him on that note. It's just how Hollywood does that. You got these straight out. You got these leeches are they're looking for that story, and for whatever reason they're gonna try to dirty my man's name. I'm like, things happen in your personal life, dude. You know, there's fiction and there's reality, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you gotta separate the both, dog. You know, it's like my mom's, dude. My mom's is like, I try to introduce her to a movie, and I'm like, oh, check this out, Mom. This is so funny. I don't like that. It's not real. I'm like, Mom, it's not real. It's entertaining. You know, but it's a different class of viewer. It's a different class. So I'm like, dude, you know, don't hate on my dude what he's doing in his personal life. It's nobody's business what he's doing in his life. You don't know his girl, dog.
Yeah.
You ain't been in the room, man. She might just be buck wild, throwing jabs at you, saying you ain't about shit. Fuck your fucking Hollywood and your fucking Emmys and all that shit. You know, you can't fuck for more than 4 minutes, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? He's like, what, bitch? You know, you don't know what they're doing about. Everyone slips, bro. It's the fact that, you know, your neighbor down the street, dude, he can be fucking slapping the shit out of his wife, but you don't see fucking the media saying that, oh, Mr. Murphy over there fucking beating the shit out of his wife. But, you know, it's a thin line, dude, because you're in the limelight and, you know, you're supposed to be this perfect person. Media's always, you know, don't do drugs, little kids, and they're bringing this Hollywood dude where everybody knows that Hollywood is nothing but drugs and acting and partying. But then you ask my dude when he sobers up to tell these bunch of kids don't do drugs. You know, it's Hollywood, bro. You know, people gotta separate that, dude. Be entertained, man. However you like to be. People like to be scared, like to laugh, like to cry. Dude, and with the Harry Potter, you know, with the Pirates of the Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? Everyone grew up knowing about pirates. You know, it's the story. You know, if you got a good story, then you as an actor, you know, you gotta bring life to that story. You gotta definitely look, you know, as, you know, him playing what was his name? What was the name in the Caribbeans?
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow, you know, dude. Jack Sparrow is like, that's the dude you want to roll with, dog. You know, he's getting into all kinds of things, dude. But you know, it's like he's gonna take you to the depths of hell. If you're going to roll with Jack. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So, in the Harry Potter, dude, the Harry Potter's, you know, Harry's getting older. You know, he's going to start doing adult things. As a wizard, as a sorcerer, things are going to get darker. You know what I mean? And so, you know, we're talking about characters, you're talking about that world, you know, that the black magic and, you know, definitely, you know, Depp, he likes to get into those characters. He likes to play dark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was that? Ed Wood. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think Johnny and that's a perfect match, dude. He likes doing those kooky little movies, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the kind of guy that read the Henry Potter books. Like, my nephew, I love him 100. And that's his thing. You know, he has them all posted up in his room. And, you know, and they're good stories, man. You know, and like I say, we're talking about Disney. You know, Disney's going to throw money into that, dude. There's no telling what kind of movie is going to come out of that, dude, because it's just endless money. You know, you got the production, you got people that are envisioning, and you know, sometimes money is not there. But when money's there, oh, dude, you know, sometimes it can be a bomb. So much money, like Waterworld, remember? So much money was put in Waterworld. And, you know, to me, Waterworld is like a afternoon movie. You know, I'm not running out there late at night to catch that shit. You know, but I watch out during the afternoon where I ain't doing shit. You're like, oh, damn, I was entertained. But, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But there was mad money put in that production. So, you know...
Well, because it's always, in Hollywood, it's so expensive to shoot on the to shoot anything on the water.
Oh, for sure. It is, dude.
It's so much more.
It is. So, you know, they did. They went all whole, you know... what do you call that? I forgot the word. Anyways, I'll look it up later on in the dictionary. That's how old I am. I said dictionary. I said Google. So anyways, you know, no holds bar. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Hopper. And, you know, at the time, Kevin was on blast. But, You know, you talking about Johnny, dude. Johnny, he's one of them cats, dude, that you know, you got to give props to him, dude. He really took Hollywood by its balls, dude.
Yeah.
You know, you can't hate on him, dude. For me,